Hey folks, I'm Serious JG. Welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas, Old World Blues. Now I was just thinking, Dead Money had this kind of horror game feel and atmosphere. And the combat could be very difficult in that, but mostly it was because of this constant health drain that you were faced with. And I read somewhere that if you had very high endurance, it decreased how much the health drain took, and that the enemies tended to be best defeated with melee. So maybe maybe that's why I found it so difficult. The enemies weren't particularly susceptible to small guns fire, which was mostly what my build was. And then this DLC though, it's totally about facing enemies who are highly resistant to small arms, and you get a lot of energy weapon ammo from the enemies that you kill, and it just seems like you're probably meant to be using energy weapons as your build. Which makes sense, because the whole plot of this is that you're going to this, this place that was like an old world research and development center, and it would be a great place to pick up. This does 56 damage per shot. This does 86. So no, this is actually better. Although this one, you can mod it. Oh. I found a note, but maybe I have to go back to my base to do anything with that. Well, the odds get better, but look at how little you're doing there with this gun. I think I'm better off dropping down and trying to engage them up close. But yeah, this one is pretty clearly designed around, oh, you'll thrive here if you have an energy weapon build. And then the Honest Hearts just seemed easy in general. It's possible that maybe the enemies there were particularly susceptible to my build, but I don't think that's it. I think it was just the easiest of the DLCs, that's all, from a combat perspective. This isn't going well at all. Didn't I just say... No, didn't I save when I, Yeah, I woke up from my nap, and I need to get over there and kill them with the damn proton axe, because this is not working. This is clearly not working. Now, there is a dead lobotomite or two down here. How do I get over there? Oh, they're on this ridge that's like... How am I going to get there? I'm going to get there this way. I hope. Well, they know I'm coming, and they're hitting me. And now there's other stuff after me. I didn't even finish them off. I had knocked them off of this ridge. Was that worth the trouble? I got a couple energy cells out of them. Out of that one, at least. Was it worth the trouble? Not really. I mean, if I was using... I have a flamer... I have a weapon that uses flamer fuel. If I was using it, maybe that would have been worth it, but it kind of wasn't. Now, I killed a lobotomite around here. Yep. There's actually nothing here that isn't worth... Well, maybe the goggles aren't worth it. Actually, it's not really worth doing the repairs right now, but I'll hold on to it. I thought I shot one over here. Yeah, well, there's pieces of him. That's enough for me to search all of his gear. This is probably the main guy. Or his main chunk of body. Yep. And there was one that actually ran off. I was kind of impressed with his intelligence. For a lobotomite, I mean, you know, he's been lobotomized, but he was smart enough when being shot at by somebody that he couldn't reach, he ran away instead of, like, running around back and forth. So this takes a different type of ammo. It doesn't do as much damage. Or at least it says it doesn't. With the improvement, it might do better. Oh, God. More of these assholes. Okay. Wow, it's a neat-looking weapon, though. I'm not going to use it for right now. Let's get back to that world map. Come on, game. You're lagging on me here. Another quick note on Fallout 4. I've actually been surprised and disappointed at how long the load times are in that game. It takes a while for it to load up. When you fast travel, like home and then fast travel back to the thick of things, or just enter a building, and it has to load a new location, it is surprisingly slow for a PS4 game. Although, I feel bad. I can't remember who got me what. I think Bean got me Fallout 4 for Christmas, and Bobo got me WWE 2K16. So I think I'm safe in saying, because I got three PS4 games for Christmas. Those two, and then Final Fantasy Type 0. And I started playing Final Fantasy Type 0, and I kind of like it in spite of the fact that it's it's surprisingly rotten. It's oh, damn it. They knew I was making fun of Final Fantasy Type 0, and they're just like pissed. Okay, that was kind of neat looking, but it really wasn't that effective. Now I've got a bunch of them after me at the same time, and no action points. But yeah, I was tempted to start Let's Playing Final Fantasy XIV because I was shocked at certain ways in which it's incompetent. It's a PS4 game where there's moments where it's like, this looks like PS2 era graphics, guys. What the hell's going on? You were doing a lot of damage to me, and I really should not have allowed it. I try to figure out where the rest of them went. I think they went on the other side of a pipe here. You are still going. You're melee, so... Oh, no, but you just picked up his gun. There's still somebody around, although they've lost track of me and all that. Probably took a lot of armor damage from that, because I was certainly getting shot at a lot. Bottomite gowns don't have a lot of weight to them, so it's kind of okay that I'm picking them up all the friggin' time now. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to just Let's Play it just because I was amazed at some of the goofiness of the game. horrible graphics, incomprehensible story. They really don't seem to care about, like, there's no effort for you to connect with any of the characters. You start off with like 8, like it's like 10 freaking playable characters, which you can't distinguish between. Why am I talking about Final Fantasy Type 0? I might do a Let's Play of it just because I'm blown away by it, but I think I'll play through it once off screen and see if I have any desire to play it again before I decide. Maybe that was all the lobotomites in this little group, and it's still those Mr. Gutsies I saw like 20 freaking minutes ago that are causing me to continue to be in.
If you see robo-scorpions, do not attempt to fight them. They will shoot you with their robotic stingers, and then possibly explode.
I crippled his head, which doesn't really... You wouldn't think that would do much. Like, I traditionally go for headshots against a lot of enemies, but there's not a lot of point with these guys because they are dead guys in a spacesuit where the spacesuit is still animated, moving around, and there's a skeleton inside. So, I don't know what good you do killing the head. There's a cabinet with some decent stuff in it. But at this point, I'm just trying to... Oh, hey, buddy, we're armed the same way. We should be friends. Hopefully I get my shots off before you do. I believe I did. We're practically twins. I'm even wearing armor that can be repaired using your armor. It has a weight of 10? Wow, weighs a lot more than I realized. I'm really close to leveling up again. Oh, now what's after me? Lobotomite is going for somebody else's weapon. That's what it is. He's not running. He's going after another weapon. A slightly better chance of hitting this leg. Now that his legs are crippled, I can finish him off the old-fashioned way, with a shish kebab. Wow, he suddenly seems to have decided to come after me. Come at me, brah! And I'm hidden. Wow, we actually managed to clear this area of enemies. Now it's going to bother me not to pick up this suit, even though its value is, like, non-existent. And I've got a million of the damn things. Is there some... You know what I can do? This is kind of silly, but I am going to repair this jumpsuit so that I've got one of those jumpsuits just to have for my inventory that's in slightly better condition. And now I can take your lobotomite jumpsuit. And I'm still overweight. How did that happen? I repaired a jumpsuit using a... Did I miss something up here? Oh, patient gown and jumpsuit don't have the same weight. That's probably why I thought was surprised the jumpsuits weigh so much. I was thinking about how much the lobotomite gowns weigh. Still 6 over in weight. I guess I can get my 2 weaker shish kebabs repaired into each other, and then start developing the ultimate Saturday Night Fist. Alright, now I really need to get back to the big empty and start putting away some of this inventory and get some health. Maybe look into whether there's water that I can purchase. Oh, I was supposed to be bringing empty bottles that I could fill at the sink. That's right. Yeah, because lack of water was being a big issue for me. So it's kind of nice, and something you would think would have been a mechanic far earlier in the game. That you could just, you know, find a water source and fill water bottles from it.
Please avoid Boomtown for the foreseeable future until weapon testing is resolved.
Is it? Maybe it's because I've been closer to the think tank itself, but it seems like I have suddenly hearing a lot more messages from the brains, the best brains. Do 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 do. So anyway, did I bring empty bottles that I can fill in the sink?
Why, you poor dear. Come over here and have a drink. Wash off some of that horrible, sticky blood.
I just can't fill all of these empty bottles.
Oh, you'd have to...
Oh, never mind, that's right.
You can have as much as you like.
Okay, apparently that doesn't stop me from being hurt. It just stops you from being thirsty. So we'll sleep from 11 p.m. to midnight, as you know I often do. Be like, you know, just like, man, I really want to get drunk, but tell you what, I'm tired, so I'm gonna take a nap from 11 p.m. to 12, so I can really start drinking. That is not a real thing that I do, folks. I'm just kidding around here. Okay, so my armor is in great shape. Let's start getting rid of these jumpsuits. Let us keep... these weigh 1 each, so I will keep 2 patient gowns around. And I need to start holding on. I need to start using those sparingly, because they're actually a really, really nice thing. I might want to go back to get more Yankee Camp jumpsuits, just because they weigh even less than the patient gowns, and are also good for repairing that thing. I picked up some junk for my trunk. Oh yeah, I gotta find my little weird, my little weird little buddy. I forget what he does. He gives me components that I don't care about at all.
Tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
Have whatever you want.
Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment. I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can.
What do we get for them? He gives us 8 wonder glues and empty syringes.
Oh, please, please. Yep. Here.
And energy cells. I think we got those just from time having passed. So he's actually fairly useful.
Sure.
Although he gets really upset when we, you know, don't want to spend every waking moment with him. I have a lot of codependent machinery in this DLC. Okay, so... Wow, I still have a cup? I thought I... Oh, I guess it's not a coffee cup. Duct tape. Put it away. Empty syringes. Put them away. Flour. Forceps. Basically anything with weight where I don't know what good it does to carry it around in my inventory with me. Scrap metal I was keeping because I can make it into lead, but right now I don't think lead is what's holding me back on any of my ammos that I want to make. A couple more things I could sell. Don't know what I'm doing with you. You did something for me if I give you toasters. Upgrade holotape received, adding layer weapon mod prismatic lens to vendor inventory. Oh, you have to buy it? Damn it!
Very good.
Irritating. Splits beam. Well, I guess we gotta at least see what it does, just for funsies. I'll sell my cigarettes and pre-war money. It's not even gonna come close to covering the expense of this thing, but kind of ammo are you selling? Microfusion cells and stuff I haven't been buying. Energy cells I haven't bought. And I haven't bought the rockets. What about aid? You are selling... I got to hurry up and find this thing that lets me use, yeah, if this thing was ever selling purified water and dirty water, I've already bought it. So I've got to hurry up and find whatever is going to allow me to fill up bottles. Well, now I got to take the damn crazy weapon with me just to beware something or other. Beware the toaster, great. Let's see what I might be able to use to repair his unique weapon. Would I be able to repair it using... Well, I guess a layer would do it, because it is a unique layer, which is a laser without the Z. It uses microfusion cells, which is not the cheapest or the most commonly found type of armor. But now it's going to fire multiple beams, whatever that means. Maybe it means I can attack multiple enemies at once? That's not really how bats tends to work. I guess we'll find out as we go. Meantime, now my biggest incentive to actually move along with all this nonsense, like I got the haircut module, who gives a fuck, you know? Pardon my French. But yeah, my biggest incentive to finish this is that it looks like eventually it will lead to me being able to get purified water out of empty bottles. I don't even know that I have that many empty bottles, but I have to start collecting them, obviously. Okay, so pretty much directly... Well, what am I doing? Not directly west, sort of northwest. I actually want to go kind of north until I hit a... can we move along here? Not wearing the sneaking suit, which lets me sneak faster, so I'm sneaking at normal speed. Then again, I have an auto dock back at the sink, which will... I didn't bother, but I can reset my radiation anytime I'm free to fast travel back home. Something is lurking over here. It is a Night Stalker. I am not going to engage it unless I have to. If I do have to, my currently equipped weapon is probably the best thing I've got to deal with it. Is it time to start heading west yet? It is not. Good. I don't want to fight those things if I don't have to. Oh, wait a second. Okay, maybe I don't...
The Cazador Preserve and the Night Stalker splicing facilities are strangely quiet. Too quiet.
I like the fact that they don't accept the fact that the Cazadors have escaped and are now all over the frickin' wasteland. Like, you can't convince them that this is the case. Okay, so I think I'm on a good path here. As far as probably following this train track is what I'm going to have to do. Oh, I don't know how I get over there, though. They do a lot of interesting stuff with... Number 27? Ah, damn it. Okay, so those guys were marked red. They were always hostile. I just leveled up, by the way. I'll wait till I get a shot of his legs. I'm trying to stop him from closing. Not that that's really that big of a deal, but I don't know what these guys' combat stats are like. They're unique enemies, and they've got super crazy music playing as they approach. Well, maybe this is when I try this thing out. Oh, that's neat. I made him drop one. Oh, he's throwing them at me. The throwing axes. That makes sense, I suppose. And I leveled up. Okay, energy weapons it is, right? What else was there? Lockpick, medicine, science. I guess it was either going to be energy weapons or explosives, because I've got melee all the way. So energy weapons getting pretty good. Pretty good. If having 86 energy weapon is not enough to beat, to use energy weapons effectively enough around here, then this was not how you were meant to do it. So he's got photonic inversal throwing axe, which is kind of neat. So I'd seen the differently colored version, I'd been using the inversal axe instead of the regular axe, and apparently there's an inversal throwing axe too, which we had not come across before. So we found some, or maybe all of the Yangtze guys are numbered, which would be a pretty, creepy-ass frickin' detention facility way to do things. Metal armor is really heavy, but it's usually pretty valuable. I'll carry it around for a while. Yeah, there might be really interesting loots, but I couldn't work up a lot of excitement about trying to clear that irradiated camp. I'd like to at least see what these are before I engage them. Oh boy, I think I know what those are. I think those are robotic friends, but not Mr. Gutsies. I don't remember what you call those, but those are the meanest class of robots in the game.
Mighty think tank, still cowering in your dome? Cower, you fools, cower.
Can I sneak up on them? No, I can't. Attack! What are you doing? I had several seconds of not being able to attack there. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, sentry bots are pretty badass mothers in this game. They can shoot rockets sometimes. So that's a good weapon to use against them. These weapons that are doing bonus damage against robots are helping me out, but only with the robots. Suddenly, sentry robots are everywhere. Oh, I must be attacking. Yeah, I'm attacking the Yangtze camp from the direction that the robots were not already destroyed in. But with this weapon, they're not too bad. But you gotta close on them fast, because they do big damage to those Gatling guns. I have gained the Machine Head perk, rank 3. What does that even mean? Well, it doesn't mean anything good for the machines. Alert, a lame, a loser. Something is still looking for me. Alright, Yangtze prisoners, I've made another escape path for you. So we'll be friends now, right? Right. This one, I think, is the first one that I'd already looted. Yeah. I don't think the big glowing, crackling with electricity axe is a very stealthy weapon to have out, so... Yeah, I saw the mine. Damn it, I saw it. That would have been valuable loot to have, too. I saw it, and then I kind of clicked to disarm, and it didn't... Whatever. Why has somebody been... Ashtrays and cameras. Why was somebody collecting ashtrays? Oh, those are heavy. I don't want to start carrying conductors around. Not unless I have a specific purpose for them, and I don't. I think you need them in certain recipes, but yeah. Those are cups. They are not considered coffee mugs, so my little friend won't care about them. Brock flour. It's another duffel bag. Wonder if there will be 9 heads or whatever that movie title is. Come on, grab the right away. There you go. And this seems like a logical place to call it a video, because the next time we are going to go into a new dungeon where hopefully we'll find new loots. I'm the Serious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more of Fallout New Vegas. Bye-bye. Oh, don't say bye-bye until you're actually ready to call it a video, JG. Alright, now, bye-bye.